Right here in Newtown this morning, Amy Robach, 20 families dealing with a loss that is impossible to imagine, the loss of a little child. And you spoke to one family who also inspired you.
I have never been so moved or so impacted by an interview as I was after sitting down with the Rekos family and listening to them remember their little girl, Jessica, who was so violently taken away from them. She loved horses, orca whales, and of course, her family. Richard and Krista Rekos say that talking about their Jessica brings tiny moments of comfort.
And she was a ball of fire. She ruled the roost.
Our little CEO, we called her. You know, she was the boss.
When the call came on Friday morning that Sandy Hook Elementary was on lockdown, Krista Rekos rushed through the town where she and her husband were both raised.
And as I was running, I just kept thinking, I'm coming for you, honey, I'm coming. And I got to the firehouse.
We had no idea at that point. We thought, okay,
we're just waiting.
The reports are that one or two people may have been injured.
I walked around the firehouse. It's like, maybe she's in there. Maybe she's there.
Yeah, I must have done 100 laps.
I knew exactly what she was wearing. I knew I was going to see her little ponytail come around the corner and her jacket and her black glittery Uggs that she had on that morning. And I knew I was going to see her, and I didn't.
There was still hope that
because
the children were hiding.
They finally, around 1:15, asked everybody to sit down, and they said that it was a tragic day in Newtown today, and 20 children were killed. And they still didn't tell me my little girl was gone. There
was so much panic and confusion when that announcement was made. The life was just sucked out of everyone in the room. And, I just point blank found a state trooper and was like, are there any survivors? Or, are you telling me that standing here as a parent, my child is gone? And he said, yes.
Overcome with grief, the Rekos returned home.
Got into her bed that she had just gotten out of. And we just stayed in bed. It's still not real, but my little girl, who's so full of life and who wants a horse so badly and who's gonna get cowgirl boots for Christmas, isn't coming home.
They say the pain is just settling in. Are you angry?
That hasn't registered to me. The killer's face, the name, everything. I see through it right now.
I just want to keep talking about her and all the things she loved to do.
She was their 6-year-old family powerhouse, forever their angel.
I found a little journal, and I don't even know when it's from, but I just opened the book, and it was exactly what I needed, because it says, "I love you so much, Mama." It's like she knew that we were going to need something to help us get through this. That's just like what an amazing little girl she was.
Yes.
Jessica was just 6 years old, and her funeral is tomorrow. And I wanted to share a behind-the-scenes story because before this interview began, we were looking at baby pictures of Jessica with the family. And I said, oh, what day was she born? Well, when was she born? And they told me May 10th, 2006. And that is the day I gave birth to my daughter. And I felt such a connection to Krista. Gave birth on the same day, and now her daughter was never coming home. And the impact of it was I felt it right here.
And you could see it in their face, but to remember her and to be able to share her story with the country, let's hope that helps.
And it's important to them and to all the victims' families that their stories are heard.